and eat the animal. But it is pretending, oh, we are all plants. Oh, don't worry, come to me. The way you're pollinating and cross-pollinating, oh, don't worry, come. I will accept you. They open up and you fall in and you die. They dissolve you in their liquid and they absorb the nutrients from your body. Exactly an Igbo intellectual. That's what they do. Sometimes they may even come onto Facebook to be writing their junk. You ask them, my dear brother or sister, explain this thing to me in simple English. What are you writing about? They don't even know what they are writing. The worst part of intellectualism is that they don't even understand the junk they are writing. All they are writing is to be noticed by Abuja, so somebody can call them and give them some money. That's all. To the detriment of their own people. Intellectualism in the East. Sophisticated moronism in the West. These are the main backers of Fulani Janjaweedism. They will never rise up to speak the truth and damn the consequences. They secrete their venom, oh dear me, and inject the unsuspecting public with their gibberish, cloaked in what I refer to as indecipherable English, to keep you all ignorant. Poisonous and deadly. Igbo intellectual. Poisonous and deadly. Especially if the fool has a house in Lagos, then it's over. They are the type that will come out against NSAS protesters because their brother is a senior special advisor to a local council chairman. You know, brain of a black man. It's our turn. Let's eat. They have sold their soul to the Janjaweed. An Igbo intellectual. He has no conscience whatsoever. They will sacrifice even their grandmother if that means any political advancement. No, they will sell her very easily. If the Fulani say, give me, they will say, come and take our, oh, is it my village you want? Take the whole thing, even take my compound. Give me 2 by 2 in Abuja. I will take a chieftaincy title. I will now be traveling with escort. Intellectual. And the third, and perhaps the most hopelessly fools in the zoo encouraging the Fulani are those that are under the burden in the Middle Belt. People of the Middle Belt, for decades, they've been fed a diet of hatred for Igbos and Biafrans. That's the only way the Fulani kept them. You know, being black people, you know, we always gravitate where we can hate people without any reason. For many years, for decades, Igbo man is the problem. Do not support Biafra. They will do this, they will do that. Now, their land has been taken over. They have renamed some places in Benue State to Fulani names. Decades of being fed on a diet of hatred for the Igbos and Biafra. That is why now they are being slaughtered. Apart from Governor Tom, they cannot speak. Because the same level of hatred that we are groomed to heap on Biafrans, Igbos in particular, of course, we are all Biafrans and we are all Igbo people, is what they are now experiencing at the hands of the Janjaweed. They can no longer talk. They are being swallowed alive every day. Only Autumn will come out and shout once in a while and that's it. They will kill them more. He will come out, he will give a press statement, they will come out again, they will kill them. Sultan will not talk about it. Sultan can go to Lagos and be talking rubbish about religion and education, enlightenment, other rubbish. Sultan will never comment about Fulani people taking over indigenous lands in Benue and killing them. Nobody is talking about Benue people leaving their homes and living in refugee camps. Nobody. Sultan won't. Because they are his people doing the slaughtering and the killing. They are all part and parcel of the agenda to Islamize. That was why they came to my house to kill me. Killed 28 of my men. My parents are dead. My dog is dead. Jack. Somebody, thank you very much, my dear brother. What's his name again? Sunside. Sunside Des, he wrote on Instagram. The third set is from the Middle Belt, dining at the table of hatred for Igbo man. For many years, they were fed the same garbage. That somehow hard work and God's blessing merits hatred, like the Jews all over the world. They hated us. Now, the people that taught them how to hate are now hating them. They have nowhere to run to. Let's say it to go now. They have nowhere to run to. Nowhere to run to. Now they understand the pain and the misery of being lied against. Those three groups are the ones holding your zoo called Nigeria together. And the funniest thing is that they think they are learned. That is what I find baffling. They actually think they're intelligent, these sets of idiots. Anyway, don't worry, when the Janja will come. I think there's a new group now coming from Libya. They are coming from Libya now, from the wars ravaging Libya. They are coming, courtesy of Obama. The most useless black man that God ever made is Barack Obama. But we shall get to that later. Fulani, Daily Post. Daily Post in, I don't know if it's in Kaduna or in Canada. I don't know where the publication is. All these Fulani people. I don't know where they got a video from. They said it's a viral video of 19 headers killed in Anambra. And let me reiterate. If I find you in the forest of Biafra land, you will die. So leave acres of columns in your newspaper to report what is going to happen. You can use your intimidation with other people and it will work, not with us. Go and ask those in Asarok how stubborn I am. Maybe Daily Trust or Daily whatever rubbish they call them, or Premium Times, they have no idea how stubborn we are. Go to Asarok and ask them about Nnamdi Kanu and how stubborn he is, and they will tell you. If I find you in the forest of Biafra land, you will die. If you want to do business, you go to the township. Bring your cattle in a trailer. Park it somewhere. People can go and cut the feed for you in the bush and bring it. Did you see what I don't know if it's Ekiti or Ondo, Ogun State, the governor that imported pregnant cows from America. The cow is in a very beautiful shed. They bring food to the cow. They are milking it because they listen to my program here, and I said to them, shame on all of you that the pig milk you're drinking in Nigeria comes from Holland. They claim they don't listen to us. They claim we are ill-informed, we are ignorant, but they listen to me and they go and do what I ask them to do. A governor in Yoruba land went and imported pregnant cows from America. Namadime, with milk. So they can be producing milk because they listen to me. They listen to Radio Biafra. They know that this is a citadel. Here you get knowledge. If you come here, you will be able to absorb knowledge. I said to them, shame. That is what Mietiala ought to be doing. Go and set up milk processing factories in the north. You can be shipping milk to the whole of Africa and make money. Rather than looking for who to cut off his head. You think I will allow that rubbish in my land? Is that what you're thinking? We are not Igbo governors. So. We are IPOB and owners of Eastern Security Network. You come to our land and you will die there. So prepare to write more about it. And of course, it's all the false narratives that you think that now is like before. We can come and we can kill them, slaughter them. There'll be a program. We are waiting. Let me tell you, those of Biafrans living in the north, they're like a sacrificial lamb. We have sacrificed them to you people. Do to them as you wish. If you come to our land, we will kill you. You see, you will come with the backing of the army and the police. We know that that's how you work. The army will first of all come, harass everybody, whereas their foot soldiers are advancing on the ground. That's what they do. So while Yoruba compromised media are busy writing about, oh, well, it's under siege, and their main army is on the ground marching. And I ask every Yoruba journalist in Nigeria, every Yoruba sophisticated moron in Nigeria, go to your forest. Shoyinka cannot go into his own forest in his backyard. He's afraid. That is the future that awaits all of you liars and deceivers. You think you can keep deceiving people? No, you cannot. You cannot keep deceiving people. Now, one of those that they told Igbo man is your problem. Oh, to try and do something. Let us hear from him. I want to ask myself this question. Why is it that this Sultan, why would you, so please, Yoruba, tell me why you fall for Fulani all the time. Is it because of religion? Tell me why you fall for Fulani all the time when they come to you. Is it because you're afraid of them? Or what? Okay, so I now understand. Most of you are Muslims, and rightfully so. And your spiritual leader is a terrorist in the Sultan of Sokoto. By virtue of his association with Miyetti Allah. He is the grand patron of Miyetti Allah. Fourth most deadly terrorist group in the world. So Yoruba people, forever and ever, you will take orders from a Fulani man. Shame is a very big shame. The land of Awolowo. A very big shame, I'm telling you the truth. A warrior race. Yoruba people are a warrior race. From Ile-Ife, a warrior race. You extend from Edo State all the way to Togo. All the way to Togo. You have everything it takes to be a great nation in Africa. If not the greatest. A great nation in terms of size, language, heritage, culture. And you abandoned all of that. And you're taking orders from a smelly, stinking janjaweed from Sokoto. Shame, a very big shame, I'm telling you. Your ancestors must be turning in their graves. I'm telling you the truth. Let us hear from somebody from me. I'm preaching this morning, please. I'm preaching the gospel of heaven. And you know it to be the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. They understand it very well. That this very truth that we preach must prevail. It must prevail. Let us hear from Governor Autumn. One of those they convinced that Igbo man is your problem. Let's fight Biafra. Let's stop this agitation. And sometimes he will say, oh, let's stop this agitation. I want Nigeria to be one. As long as Nigeria remains one, Fulani will take you over. As long as Nigeria remains one, you are under the mercy and rulership of the Janjaweed Caliphate. Take that from me. Let us hear from him what he has to say.
That it is not about all this noise in this country. It is about taking over the land. And I will read this.
Taking over the land.
You appreciate what I'm talking about.
This is a middle belt man. Middle belt. Middle belt.
This is a summary of the deliberation by Fulani Nationality Movement, January 13th, 2018, January. 2018.
Listen.
14th January 2018.
This is the governor speaking. A governor speaking.
And they issued this press statement. Listen to it very well. The Fulani Nationality Movement, after extensive deliberation on the state of the nation in the context of recent killings and national uproar made today in Kano, the capital of Kano State, amongst other things, the FUNAM deliberated on attacks on cattle by rustlers, kidnap of Fulani men and women in some parts of Nigeria, displacement of Fulani traditional settlements in the northern Nigeria and some parts of southern Nigeria, stealing of properties belonging to the Fulani cattle owners, amongst other issues. The group also deliberated on the
This is Fulani Nationality Movement. No longer Hausa Fulani Nationality Movement. To tell you how they think they are clever. And all of you that, that is why I keep saying, Hausa, remove yourself from Fulani. When they want to kill, when they want to strike, when they want to commit the atrocities, it's now FUNAM, Fulani Nationality Movement. That movement wants to take over your land. I want those Yoruba sophisticated morons to understand what we are saying. Those Yoruba sophisticated idiots understand this. Fulani will take your land. They will take it from you. They will take it from you. The only way out is freedom for all. This is a man that they claimed before. He said, how you man is a Biafra. Let's fight. The bulk of the infantry that fought on the side of the Fulani during the war came from the Middle Belt. Today, the same masters they served are the ones decimating them. Facebook have shut down my broadcast. They cannot take the heat anymore. They can't take it anymore. Of course, you can go to Instagram or you go to Twitter. Any of those places we are there live and direct. Or you go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it's everywhere. If you want to watch it, people are hosting watch parties so you can watch it. Not necessarily on my page. Let us listen to what he has to say. He's Governor Autumn. These are the people that were castigating Igbo people, castigating Biafra, saying the agitation shouldn't work. Now, the enemy is on the doorstep. It is now Fulani national. But where I want to ask people, maybe those on Instagram, where are Hausa people? Are they still in Nigeria or have they moved from Nigeria? Has anyone seen any Hausa person recently? I mean, I want to ask, I'm not in a bad way. I just want to know, has anyone seen Hausa people recently? Because I don't know. Has anyone seen Hausa people recently? All I'm hearing is Fulani everywhere. You see what they did to Hausa? Complete emasculation. Destruction of their way of life. Destruction. Queen is saying no, they will have not. Have you seen Hausa anywhere? The answer is no. Nobody has seen Hausa people anymore. They are finished. They are behaving exactly the same way those intellectuals in the East and the sophisticated morons of the West are behaving. The same way they behaved in the past. Today, nobody is hearing about Hausa anymore. Hausa, they are finished, they are gone. When I look back with nostalgia, some of you don't know history. I know history. When I read about Hausa people, one of the most advanced civilizations in the whole world at their time, Hausa people manufactured a gun before the white man did so. Do you know that? Musket. Do you know that Hausa people had a gun before Britain managed to make one for themselves? Are you aware of this? No, you're not, because some of you don't study history. Hausa people abandoned that rich heritage. Child, so sad. Now, people that drive cattle from place to place, you see an average Hausa person is technologically advanced. Do you know that before? No, you never knew. Why do you think that Flora Shaw fell in love with Hausa people? Not Fulani, with Hausa. They went to Hausa land. The boyfriend, Lugard, then took her to Hausa land. And the Hausa people, their soldiers showed her a gun, their musket. The father of Flora Shaw was a soldier. She marveled at the ingenuity and craftsmanship that went into the making of a Hausa den gun. She marveled and she wrote about it. There's some of you don't know these things. Today, Hausa is no more. One day, Yoruba will be no more. One day, there will be no Yoruba nation. Their intellectuals will destroy them. Their own version, their sophisticated morons will destroy them. One Nigeria. Nigeria for what? I keep asking, show me one thing that Nigeria has done for you. One thing. Anyway, it allows them to steal money without accountability. All the governors in the north are Fulani. Let us listen to what he has to say.
And after extensive deliberation, we hereby make the following declaration.
Fulani people, Fulani.
The killings in Benue State of the thief is well deserved.
Are you listening to that? Miyeti Yala, the same Funam, the same Sultan, telling you about nation insecurity. The same Sultan is the patron of the people that issued a public statement saying that the killing of TV people in Benue is deserved. DSS never invited them. DSS never invited them to come. Funam. And that is why the TV nation must rise up and join us. We must all come together, all of us from the south. We must all come together and do it now. There has to be uprising everywhere. Destroy every police station, destroy every army barracks, because they are the ones giving cover to terrorists to invade. I say this live on air. So that any day we go to court, anywhere in the world, the judge or the prosecutor will ask me, but on the 30th of April, you made an insightful statement on air. You said that the police station should be destroyed. And I will look at the idiot in the eye and will say, yes, I said it. Because they are the ones riding shotgun for the terrorists. The army and police will occupy you as they did in Benue State, and the Fulani Janjaweed will creep in to outflank you. So that is why we need to, because without army and police, there will be no Fulani Janjaweed. Let me tell you the simple secret. Anywhere there is no police, there is no army, Fulani can never attack that place. They will never attack it. Do you know that? Anywhere there is no army presence, no police presence, Fulani can never mount a raid that's in that very village. That's how it works. So if you want to be free, remove Nigerian army, remove Nigerian police, believe you me, you are free. People say, oh, but bandits will be roaming. I say, no. It is impossible. Impossible. Power would then belong to the people to decide. But if you allow yourself to be deceived by Yoruba intellectuals writing for Punch newspaper and all these idiots, that's entirely up to you. But Yoruba, your land will be gone. Go to your forest now. Is it writing junk from Lagos or Abuja, writing rubbish about our nation? Enter the nearest Yoruba bush, give way, they will kill you there. Your land is gone. And you're busy talking about one Nigeria. One Nigeria and let's listen to Governor. He's from Benue. They hate Igbo. TV hate Igbo, man. They hate Biafra. They told them to hate. Now they are the ones who are being hated. If you want to be free, destroy every police station around you. Destroy every army barracks around you. Believe you me, Fulani can never come. Because there'll be nobody to back them up. Anywhere you have army, you have the police. From southern Kaduna up onto Benue, into Iwariam. Anywhere you have police presence, there will be Fulani terrorist activities nearby because all of them are one. It's planned. Tell me why the Sultan will go to Lagos to be talking rubbish. He never spoke about what his own Fulani people are doing to others in the zoo. To tell you that they're all part and parcel of it. Anywhere there is no police station, there is no army barracks, Fulani will never attack you. I'm telling the truth. They will never attack you.
It was a revenge. It was a revenge attack on series of onslaught on the Fulani, which most parodies on November 17, 2017, and when 30 Fulani men and women were killed in Nasarawa State. We noticed the recalcitrant culture of the Tiv people.
They are insulting the Tiv nation. The governor of Benue is Autumn. I think it's Samuel Autumn, is that correct? He's a TV man. The Fulani people are insulting Tiv culture. The head of Fulani people, the Sultan of Sokoto, went to Lagos and trying to deceive Yoruba people. And they are there clapping for him. Yes, he speaks. It's illiteracy. It's the lack of information. Whereas all of them there are the illiterates. Biafra is coming. No bagger can stop it or we all die. They don't understand that very well. And I said to them before, let me repeat, we have not gone into the phase of Boko Haram yet. No, not yet. If you force us to get there, for one suicide bomber from Boko Haram, we'll give you 10. That stage is coming. If they continue to push us. If you think you can conquer us and take over our land as you have taken over Yoruba land, you are dreaming. Yoruba can allow you to do that rubbish with them, do all that nonsense. Because $10 is a billionaire, depends on free oil from Biafra land. All their billionaires, they depend on oil from Biafra land. All that rubbish. That's your business. Fulani will swallow you. I'm telling you the truth. Look at Benue. Are they not crying today? Are they not crying? They will come and tell you, oh, don't worry, let's gang up. We have Islam. Let's gang up against the East. Let's gang up against Igbo people. You fall for it the same way that TV fell for it. Today, TV people are the ones crying. They are the ones who are being conquered and swallowed up. You think you have brain. Let us listen to the lamentation of Governor Autumn. One erstwhile Igbo hater. And Biafra antagonist, courtesy of his Fulani masters. Today, his masters are killing him, insulting his culture.
demonstrated even in the 1804 jihad, when they obstructed our ordained conquest of Nigeria.
Fulani said that TV people tried to stop their ordained conquest. Yoruba, 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 Fulani will swallow you. What happened to you at Ilorin didn't teach you enough lesson. Yoruba youths, I'm telling you today, your leaders and your elders are your worst enemies. Your leaders and your elders are your worst enemies, Yoruba. Your leaders are evil. They have sold you down the line. Obasanjo is a very, very terrible and horrible man. You people should stop using this thing. Oh, we have respect for our elders, and while they are raping you and abusing your children. While they are raping you and abusing your children, all of you are going to suffer. The Fulani said that God gave them Nigeria. And they must conquer it. They must conquer it. Unless you stop them. Yoruba, you people are the ones still keeping Nigeria one today. Forget about Middle Belt, they are gone already. We can rescue them later. You must rise up now. You must rise up now. The revolution needs to happen now. The revolution is very simple. Anytime you come out on the streets to protest, you confront only one enemy, or should I say two. The Nigeria Army and Police. That's what they're going to use. So they are your primary enemies. They are your primary enemies. That is why destroy their police stations, destroy their army barracks. You are free. I'm telling you the truth. Yoruba, or else you're gone. Watch and see what I'm telling you. Go and mark today's date. What I'm telling you. You see, it is the truth. If you want to survive, they said that God gave them Nigeria to conquer. That is why the Sultan can go to Yoruba and say, oh, remember Islam, our religion, we are together, history and education, all that rubbish. They are coming, the real army is coming behind him. And they will swallow you. Anybody who comes out again and says, oh, I'm an elder, we will flog you. In public, you are a fool. Where you live, is there any road leading to the place? Where were you when Fulani came and was killing us? Where were you? Okay, so now Banyanaji. Yoruba developed some balls. Yoruba developed some... the same way I warned Igbo intellectuals many years ago, I warned them. I went to America and I said to them that the Fulanis are coming to kill us. They said I was mad. I said, they are coming. You can't stop them. Because what I see, mortals cannot see it. You cannot see it. I see in the realm of the spirit. What I have seen, you cannot. I said, they are coming. I stood in front of World Igbo Congress and I begged them and I said, give us guns and bullets now. These people are coming. They said, no. Did you see the war? We were at the war. I have bullet in my left breast. I have bullet in my buttock. I have bullet. Rubbish. Today they have come. Now they are calling our coordinators in the US and asking them, please call Onyendu for us. Tell him that they are near my village, the same people. That tell me they have bullet on their breast. They have bullet on their buttock, at the right one at the back. If God is not with us, why would they look time? I see things before they happen. And the prophecies we give is exact, 100% accurate, no room for ambiguity. And today I am telling Yoruba, if you fail to rise up, in our time, Fulani will swallow you the way they have swallowed Middle Belt. They will swallow you, and then you will come to us for help. And then we'll tell you, I will tell you I told you so. You must move now. Strike the rod, the iron while it is hot. You must strike now. Destroy every police station, every army barracks. That is your problem. Because anytime you start a protest, army will come and kill you. Anytime you talk, they will arrest you. DSS. Destroy DSS. Destroy the army. Destroy the police. I'm telling you, you're free people. If you keep listening, to Tinubu, to Obasanjo, you people are finished. Look at the way Danjuma is now sounding. Danjuma is now saying, defend yourself. So the same person that killed Ironsi for the Fulani, you people, you never learn because you don't know history. You have no idea of what history is. Fulani would, anyway, let me leave Autumn to his problems. Let us even go to Zamfara. Let us try Zamfara State. What are they saying in Zamfara State? Defend yourselves. Zamfara State governor, Fulani man is telling you, defend yourselves. And I'm asking them, if the Fulani is coming to my village, as they intend to do, they said they are coming. They are camping at a place near, behind Afra Technical School. Maybe very soon, Yala intend to use them to launch an attack on my village or perhaps in my house. They think we don't know this and we are waiting for them. That is the prelude I need. Just like the killing of Ikonso, I've been wanting to get Atibo governors for a very long time. And then they killed Ikonso. That gave us the cover we needed to hunt them down. Do you understand? Let them launch the attack they want to launch. That will give us the impetus we need to sink, to burn the zoo down before their eyes, so they will see it. So the one they be calling America and Britain, nobody will listen to them. They will say, you know what Britain said to them? Britain said to Fulani, you caused it. We told you to restructure and you said no. We have washed our hands clean. Britain for the first time said to Fulani, we asked you to restructure and you said no. Don't call us anymore. And I'm sure Britain 2 days ago told the US the same thing. They don't listen. Because Fulani agenda is not to build a nation with you or to build a country with you. They want to conquer you. That is why any initiative, any policy, any steps that can be taken by a government to make the lives of the citizens better, Fulani have steadfastly refused to take such. Heaven will give me best I give to the living. That's my job, and that's what I'm going to do until Biafra is set free. Zamfara governor is telling you, defend your Fulani governor, defend yourselves. Whereas in our land, when I set up ESN to defend our land, governors went and set up something, recruiting policemen from everywhere to defend them. Anybody answering a Bubaga outside, if I say Bubaga outside, they'll be killed. I'm saying it, the time now is 8:44. Which is, should I say, 16 minutes to 9 a.m. in Biafra land. Anybody wearing that Bubago uniform, if we see you outside, will kill you. They're not even Igbo people. They're not even Biafran people. These are policemen recruited from every police station around the zoo to protect Umahi. That uniform you're wearing that looks like the uniform of a warder that hasn't received salary for 4 months. That uniform you're wearing, if we catch you with it, we will kill you. Your eyes will open. In fact, the coach will be waiting for you on the other side. Useless fools. That Ebubaku rubbish cannot work. If we see you, you are in Ebubaku, you are an informant, you will die. I will treat you like a Fulani Mieti ala Janjaweed. If I see you with that uniform answering Ebubaku, you will die. I will kill you. And I will start from Ebonyi State. And I want Mahi to know. Go and tell Mahi what I'm saying. Anybody wearing a Ebubaku uniform, I will kill you. Idiots. You went and recruited policemen. One, I think his name is it Dayo? Or is it, I'll get it in a minute. In Ebubago, you think you don't know we are IPOB? Are you playing with us? Do you know how intelligent we are? You cannot do anything without us knowing. You went and brought a Yoruba policeman to make him Ebubago in Ebonyi State to protect you. From today, I will hunt down Ebubago wherever I see you. You will die there where you are. That uniform you're putting on. Go and look at all those warders they are owing money, salary for 6 months. That's the way they look. That's the uniform they wear. You want to scare your enemies and you're dressing like a Nigeria prison warder. Tunde is his name. Thank you. Tunde is the Ebubago in Ebonyi State. Tunde, shameless fools. I told you nobody will join you. If you join Ebubago, you have signed a death warrant. Stupid idiots. The same Governor Tom said, we are becoming a banana republic. If we have a president who gave the security agencies order to shoot at sight, whoever is having AK-47, and the Minister of Defense came out to say that they cannot shoot at sight. So who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces? You're asking me? When I told that Buhari is dead, did you believe me? Did I not tell you that Buhari is dead? How can Buhari give order to shoot at sight anybody carrying AK-47? The Minister of Defense came out and said, no, they will not do it. Why? Because you're asking us to shoot our own fellow Fulani carrying AK-47. Intellectuals is for you. Intellectual, Igbo, intellectual, this is for you. The Minister of Defense, a Fulani man, said, we cannot kill our fellow Fulani. Although they are terrorists, although they are bandits, although they are killing, raping, pillaging, and kidnapping, no, we cannot touch them. They are Fulani. Take them to court. But you come and you kill the consul, and you want us to be happy. Hope Uzodinma is a dead man. He will die. Wike will die. Say, I said so this morning. I'm saying it loud and clear for the world to hear. So when it happens, you know who to arrest or who to blame. I hope Uzodinma will die. These idiots, can you listen to Fulani man defending Fulani terrorists and killers? He also defending his father's land. You killed him. You killed him. We are going to show you madness. You know the one they call Akola. You know there are the faces of madness. You know if you're from the town wearing bongo and high heels in those days and you're mad, it's called Akola. The one in the village is called Onyara. We'll show you Akola. The one wearing bongo, fashionable madness is called Akola. That's what we're going to show you people. And they are everywhere. Hope Uzodinma is a dead man walking. Tell him I said so. I will kill him. I'm saying it live on air for the world to hear. It's an idiot. You killed the consul, whereas a Fulani defense minister. Governor Otom is asking you, Fulani defense minister said you cannot kill Fulani people. Never, you cannot kill them. It's now you know you're in a banana republic. Well, so before you didn't know you were in a banana republic before. Now you know. Now you know. He consort defending his father's land against Miet Yala terrorist group. You killed him in his sleep. You lied. Punch newspaper lied. Yoruba people, you people are acting as conduit for the lies of the Fulani. You lied that he was in a battlefield. You liars and deceivers. You lied, whereas he was in his father's compound. If he was in battlefield, you think you can defeat him? Is that what you think? Not in a billion years. Oh my God. Oh, that's a little thing. Hey, block everywhere. Block every entry. You've not started blocking. Oh. You block and block the road to your bedroom. I will sacrifice anything to get Biafra. I said it before. Everything I will give to him. Anything he wants of me, I will give him. To make sure that Biafra comes. But all of you, all that money you stole and banked abroad for your children to enjoy, you will not enjoy it. And neither will your children. I will show you people insanity. Let us be going in the coming days and weeks. You will see madness. Come to Imo State. Come to Imo State now. Is it to send Fulani to be flying helicopter? Or helicopter? You can fly helicopter all you like. You're wasting your time. Hope I will get you alive. Any traditional ruler, say I'm elder, I need your four, we hold your four of the land. Any local government Hope Uzodinma goes to, I will destroy the local government headquarters. I will destroy the chairman. I will destroy the traditional ruler. Until he produces the consort for me alive. Either you produce him alive, anywhere Hope Uzodinma, anywhere he goes to, any local government organ, anywhere you find him, he's gone. You people can be doing that your rubbish with Miet Yala, with Sultan of Sokoto, your boyfriends in the north. Because most of intellectuals anyway, they are rent boys. You go there, you pull down your boxer shorts, you come and be writing rubbish, writing junk. You people will see madness now. And in your next life, if you hear Ikonso, you'll be running. You'll be running. And all these people, like they now go to synagogue to arrest people. I will no longer go for weekend. I will go for the commissioner of police and the DPO. Any commissioner of police, any DPO that goes into a synagogue again to arrest the children of God, I will come after you and your family, wherever they are. Wike is a dead man. If Wike doesn't die, then I will know I'm not Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, I'm ready. He must die. He can recruit all this nonsense he's recruiting. I will get you. I'm telling you the fact. I will get you. Go and ask others how it is with them. I will get you. I will get you. You killed the consul defending his land. Minister of Defense of Nigeria is saying you cannot kill those who are carrying AK-47, raping, killing, and pillaging. Contrary to the orders so-called given by who you call Buhari. Does that not tell you that Buhari is no longer alive? The old idiotic, decaying Buhari will never accept this. Now you understand. I have so many things to preach this one. I even said there are going to be calls. I don't think we can. I think we've stayed here for 2 hours. I do apologize. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Shabbat, is Saturday. I will come back on air tomorrow. I will preach again because I have so many things to preach, but I cannot finish all of them. Shoot at sight order given by a president not being obeyed. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And I also want to warn anybody we catch with Biafran flag outside ESN doesn't operate with Biafran flag. Our flag is sacred, is very holy. Any idiot we see anywhere with Biafran flag marching on the road at this very critical period, you are in trouble. In very serious trouble. And I must also warn that our 30th of May is coming up this year, and we start the process of respecting the dead, including Ikonso, of course, from tomorrow. Which means there will be activities, prayer, and everything from tomorrow. And then, I'm not saying there will be sit at home. It's not sit at home this year. This year is no movement year, no movement at all. And from the 29th of May, 6 o'clock in the evening, there will be no movement until 6 o'clock of the 30th of May. No, I said no movement. If you say you're strong, you come out now. Go and take money from Fulani and come and do. First of all, they will write maybe in Vanguard or some newspaper. They will write all that nonsense after writing. But then you don't come outside, I will see you. From 6 o'clock on the 29th, it is more than sit at home. This one is no movement. No, if cockroach mistakenly come out of your house, or if cockroach comes out of your house to cross the main road, it will be killed. From the 29th, from 6 p.m. 29th, no traffic, no market, no nothing. So if you want to buy something to eat, you are going to buy that thing on the 28th. 28th, you will buy it because 12 midnight of the 29th into 30th will be candlelight vigil. And then I said no movement. If you have your relative coming from abroad, tell them. If you want to go to Lagos or Abuja, make sure you're Lagos or Abuja, 12 o'clock on the 29th. Because 6 p.m., 29th, in Biafra land, if you are found outside, you are dead. Check up Unoko. You must learn to respect the dead. We lost 5 million people. Nobody's talking about it. We have to talk about them. 5 million people were lost. We have to talk about them. You must understand. I said no movement. Not just sit at home. Sit at home is the younger brother of no movement. This is the real daddy. No, I said no movement. No movement. Leave the coast clear because I know that day Fulani Janjaweed will try us. They will bring out 1 or 2 convoy of their own. Leave the streets for us and them that very day. I said no movement. From the 6 p.m. 29, no movement at all. Because you know Tunde of if you're Tunde's brother, go and take him from Ebonyi State. Go to government house Ebonyi and take Tunde from Odefumai. If we catch Tunde with that water uniform, he's gone. Don't say I didn't warn you. I don't want to see that. Maybe a Batura can be in the government house, maybe patrolling and checking, making sure that snakes don't come in to bite Humahi. If I see you outside, check up all. I will preach tomorrow evening. I think I will. I have to preach tomorrow evening. Nobody should be seen with Biafran flag at this moment. If we catch you undertaking any illegal activity with our sacred flag, you are finished. Our flag is holy. Our flag is holy and should not be taken for granted. And Biafran flag should not be placed on the floor anymore, anywhere in the world. Do not put our flag on the ground anywhere in the world. No more. Our flag is holy. It's carrying the blood of over 5 million people. It is holy. You must respect it, please. And also I want to announce that Edo State comes under the jurisdiction of Biafra Land Coordinator. Edo State Coordinator, if you know him, you tell him, you are under Biafra Land, led by Ikechukwu. Do you understand? I must make it very, very clear. And I have also noticed with great worry and trepidation that some people in IPOB family in Edo State are dabbling in our affairs in volunteer command. ESN in Edo State, volunteer command in Edo State has nothing to do with the state coordinator. I'm making it very, very clear now. Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Doziem, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Nzurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Chike, Doziem. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then I'll refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything, if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has brought you over and you'll be dealt with. Edo State, be warned. No dabbling in volunteer affairs or ESN affairs in Edo State. ESN is in Edo State for your information. And very soon work will commence there immensely. Work will commence. Edo State comes under Ikechukwu as Biafra Land Coordinator. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPOB, that's the only thing we have. That we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPOB, you get out and join the Sabo. One day your judgment will come. We'll find out those hiding in Cotonou, those are hiding somewhere near Apete, near swamp in River State. We'll find all of you. In Igbo, not Igbo. I say River State because it comprises upland and coastal region. We'll find all of you. Banke, they still have a police checkpoint. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll hear the news very, very soon. You will hear it. I said no police checkpoint in Biafra land. I said no police checkpoint. I said the ones in a bank, go and tell them. I said no. If your brother, your uncle, your sister, your cousin is there, tell the idiot to get away and dismantle that checkpoint, or else they will die. Ndara. No state coordinator is allowed. No state coordinator is allowed to contact the state commander no matter what. And as a commander, if you're removed, you step aside. Our others will do the job. We don't want a type of Biafra that will be like the zoo. If you lose election, you rig it and you remain in power. When the age of retirement is 65, at the age of 85, you're still in power. That rubbish will not obtain. We are not like any other stupid sort of black people from Africa. We are Biafrans. You must understand that and follow orders accordingly. My instructions to this global family is this. We have the DOS. We have the finance department. We have the legal department. We have the medical. Anybody who is appointed into office, if you fail to obey your superior officer, you'll be dismissed live on air. I will dismiss you myself. And as I said, as I'm dismissing you, men are on the ground to apprehend you. You must obey your superiors. It is based on discipline, please. All this breaking, going forwards and backwards, I want to obey. That means you are not prepared to be in IPOB. If you don't know what obedience is, you shouldn't be here. After all, we are all under oath. It doesn't matter if you were with me from the beginning or not. You must obey your superiors, please. Very, very important. Very, very important. There are also finance officers, you know, those fools that stole our money from Georgia, they think they're very smart, but they will go to jail, and they understand it. If you are a finance officer in the US, please, we need all the funds people are contributing. Stop hoarding it. Stop hoarding it, please. When our US finance officer makes contact with you, you must please be able to oblige her and do as you're told. Or if you get a call, is when you fail. Anytime you get a call from our sister Nene, then you know you're in very serious trouble. You have done something wrong. Please make sure that our accounting and our audit is up to date. I do not understand the reluctance of some individuals in the US to remit the money that people had contributed to ESN. I don't understand the reason why you're holding it. I don't know what for. Please, that was why we left those criminals with money in Georgia and they stole it. Trying to be clever by half, or should I say too clever by half, like the Fulani will always do. The two criminals living in Atlanta, Georgia, hoarded our money. Nwokenkwo and Ozurumba. Two criminals. Two rogues from there stole our money. I have all the records, and they must understand that. And I have maintained that any account that we have that Nene cannot see, I do not trust that very account. As long as she doesn't see it, I will not trust it. And very, very soon, I will shut down every account that Nene cannot see. Madam Oyibo in the USA is our US finance officer and therefore responsible for ensuring that all monies due to IPOB are duly recorded and remitted. Very, very important. Insofar as US is concerned, Madam Oyibo, you'll be hearing from her. You must listen to her when she calls you and try as much as possible to do as she directs. Please, very, very important. And Dr. Nelly Ofebu is our asset recovery officer. I'm sure that some of you know this by now. People should stick to their lane, please, and not meddle or interfere in other people's job. Very, very important. I am also announcing a special training for all finance officers in the USA, in Canada, and in Europe. It's about accountability and probity. Very, very important, please. This should be done ASAP. You'll be hearing from the lead finance officers. There must be training across the board. So we understand, we harmonize the way we work and understand what we are doing. The US finance officer will host it. And we want to harmonize our financial conduct for greater transparency and accountability. Failure to comply will attract immediate dismissal. Be you a coordinator or a finance officer, please, you must understand this very, very carefully. We are not joking. Spreadsheet must be used. No handwritten entries anymore. It has to be spreadsheet, no handwritten entries. Please, please, please. I am begging all of you. We have come to the end of our program this very morning. I had many things to preach about, but I don't want to hold you for more than 2 hours because some are in their offices and some are heading to work. But tomorrow evening, Shabbat evening tomorrow, we are going to reconvene to continue this very great gospel. Please, all our media team, circulate it. I will be back on air to finish the Janjaweed as they so deserve because they are evil. Somebody saying they cannot hear me on Facebook. Of course, you won't hear me because they're suppressing it. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter, download IPOB Community Radio, download Radio Biafra app, download TuneIn and all the rest of it. We are everywhere anyway. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. If you want to listen to us, you can. Or you go to YouTube. We are also on YouTube, of course. I keep forgetting YouTube. You can go on YouTube to listen to us. I thank all of you for listening to us this very day. From me, from here, this very morning, with all the love in my heart, it is good morning.
Padà